Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Evo Richards, and this is a Hejspan presentation, actually interview. I'm offering up myself for about 5 to 10 minutes on any questions or any topics that you want to bring up. Hejspan is a division of IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. And I founded hedge fund because I just got involved with hedge funds and hedge fund research. And I'm very excited about the future of investments and hedge funds. So I did Hejspan so we can always have an outlet so we can research the industry and come up with our own, not anecdotes, but our own view from IZ Corp Exchange on what a hedge fund is and what a hedge fund does, and the actual facts. IZ Corp Exchange, a hedge fund is a division of the IZ Corp Exchange, and this is being broadcast to you. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? And this is being broadcast to you by IZ Corp Exchange Television. So let's get right into it. Well, I was at a party last night, and I was talking to these young ladies, and they were telling me, well, first of all, the good news is while we're having this little presentation today before brunch and before the celebration of the brunch and before everyone gets here, is because hedge funds today, right now, in 2017, are doing very, very well. And they're doing better than they've been doing since the 2009. And many people are just like, their minds are just blown by how fast and how well the hedge fund industry is performing. And you should see some of the funds on IZ Corp Exchange that have membership. And the hedge fund industry is really, it's just blowing it out the water right now. But with that being said, I wasn't going to do this because with that being said, we're only in what, June? We're going into August now. We're almost into August. So we're almost 3/4 of the way through the year, and the hedge fund industry is doing better than it's ever done since 2009. That is really significant for the industry. It not only does it help the industry, it helps IZ Corp Exchange make money and look good because we really advocate for hedge funds. That's like our bread and butter. Not only just our bread and butter, it's just like our livelihood. It's just like, that's why the exchange got formed. And it just helps the industry. It helps family offices. It helps governments. It helps local communities. It helps the quality of life in the country, globally, worldwide. And, you know, hedge funds just do a great thing. But it's not always easy because hedge funds are significantly the punching bag of the investment world. So with that being said, I was at a party last night, and it was a great party. Great party last night, bro. Great great party. Don't do that again. Okay, so we well, I'll see. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Okay, right. Yeah. So so I was showing. So what is making the hedge fund do so well? Well, it could be the trading aspect. That's one thing, and obviously the research. But I was chilling with these ladies last night, and they're just on the attorney side, and they're doing commercial advertising. But see, hedge funds don't advertise. You see what I'm saying? So we get into the conversation, and it goes, the hedge funds, we're allowed to advertise now, but you don't advertise. Word of mouth. Word of mouth is the best way to go, because we were talking about referrals. When you're talking about referrals, word of mouth is the best way to go by far. When somebody says, well, who does your accounting? You try to keep it in as a secret, and it not like a secret, but you don't want to always let the cat out the bag. So, you especially, and this business is a lot of referral based. So you say, well, the referrals is what makes significant progress in the hedge fund, because if somebody does good for you, What are you into? What do you guys do? Just okay. So when somebody does something good for you, and you're just chilling and talking to somebody, they you come back and you say, well, hey Joe, glad you could join us. Come right in. And you know, if it's referral based. What? If it's referral based, then what happens is, you know, you have the inside track. You know, you have to cut corners and stuff like that. You don't have to cut the corners or beat around the bush. You just go right into it because your word is bond. You know, I trust you to say this is a good accountant. So I go right into it and I just lay it on the table and we get right to work. You know, we cut out a lot of the rigmarole of bonding and stuff like that. We just get right into it. Another aspect was the starting things on time. I'm working with a fund now. Actually, it's the Well-Off Fund. And geez, Lord, it's so hard. It's so hard. I really, you know what I'm saying? It's not funny. It's not funny at all. It sounds funny, but it's not funny. You know how bad I just want to fire the whole management team. I just want to wipe everybody out and start over because the meetings never start on time. Never start on time. I've lost millions to hundreds of millions of dollars messing around with these guys. I love them to death, but they do not start on time. So that's another thing. Referral basis and punctuality. When you're going to start a meeting, you start that meeting on time. I think this is one thing that helps your fund grow. And this is one reason why I think the hedge fund business is accelerating, because now the technology is, you know, you're doing presentations and you're doing webinars and you're doing seminars, and it's height now. And people are onto their Google calendars and their docs and their notes. And I think the main reason why there's like a flow, because there's so much information and there's so much tedious work to do. But when you have that technology you see your phone, people are holding up their phones. It makes it so much easier, and it brings out the livelihood in the business, and it gets people excited. But yet, for this fund, we say we're going to start at 7, we start at 8. Halfway through the presentation, guess what? I look around, and my guys they don't walked out. They don't left. They like, I have to go. You know, you told me this was 8 o'clock. So after the presentation, I call them up. They don't even take my calls. That's happened numerous times. So I'm really getting into that one. Another thing is the aspect of authority. This is very important because as it was brought to my attention again at the party, you know, you sit back and you're saying, okay, we're going to start on time, or we're going to do this presentation, but then you have a superior. The superior is closer to the higher level archie. Like if it's like this, for instance, I could take this meeting just for the heck of it. I could take it 15 minutes longer, or 15 minutes into the brunch, and there would be nothing you could do about it. Now, how would you feel about that? You would be like, halfway through the brunch, instead of networking and collaborating, or trying to get with me, or trying to get to talk to the person that, you know, the person you see next to that you drove all the way halfway around the country to just be with, or just to meet, you're like, you know what, I gotta go because you didn't start on time and I have another engagement. Who else has something to do right after this? I mean, who has the rest of the day off where they can just goof off and lollygag and say, okay, we're just going to do this? You have another engagement. Most people are, you know, you got to take your wife out. Well, you're going to the beach. You're going to go to the beach, right? You said you were going to go. You're going to go to the beach. You know, you're going to go. I'm going to go. After this, I have another brunch, and I have to go sit down with the Josephs back there, and we got to discuss some things. So we're already running a tight schedule. So what happens with that is it takes the confidence of the company. It's like taking down something from within, because you say, I'm not punctual. It's not being about punctual. It's more like I am not, because I have the authority I tell you, I'm representing the company now. You know, the hierarchy of the company is there, but you can't get through me. And just to be a blankety blank, I could just whatever, and you couldn't do anything about it. When you can get past that, you know, that management level, then things run smoother. You know, when you can trust your upline, things run smoother. You know what I'm saying? When you can trust the person on top of you to know, look, you're running this thing with dignity and you're sanctifying this operation, what we were designed to do in this presentation or this gathering or this lunching or this party, and we're going to get these people's attention. It's better for the country. If you just take it another way and say, well, you know what, I don't have to worry about that. You know, the people that I'm recruiting or the people that I'm bringing in, you know, for them to go over my head, it just causes a problem. And that can just deter business from hedge funds. And it discourages, it really just discourages. So we want to really get going right now. Again, everyone, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards. This has been a Hejspan research, which is Hejspan is a division of IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. And you have been watching IZ Corp Exchange Television. And we were just discussing levels of management and how they operate and they work together, referrals, and word of mouth versus advertising. Again, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards, CEO of Hejspan, which is a division of IZ Corp Exchange and a member of the IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. Thank you all for coming and have a great day.